Hey, what's up? It's Fuel Your Life Friday. Let's go. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm sorry if you hear a little thickness in my voice today. These Virginia allergies are getting to me. My body is just so acclimated to Florida that now in a new to me area, I'm all out of whack. I'm doing my best, but hey, if you have some remedies, some natural remedies, hit me with it. I've already gotten some local Virginia honey. I'm not sure how much is really helping, but we'll see with time, right? Anyways, today's Fuel Your Life Friday stems from an incident that happened last month. It happened during the tail end of my out-of-office stint, and it stirred up so much confusion, which led me to question, are you 100% certain? Now, let me set the scene. Early morning, cup of coffee, finally replying to the mass amounts of emails that I have been putting off for a while letting my out-of-office auto-response do its thing, and I came across an email from an assistant whose name is also Lauren, and she was reaching out on behalf of her client to set up an Instagram Live that apparently her client and I had discussed. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I sat there and I had an utter do what moment. Now, had this been a podcast conversation or something similar, I might not have flinched, but because it was an Instagram Live, it caught my attention. I'm not big on video. In fact, when anything comes around revolving video and I commit to it, it is a massively conscious commitment because I energetically and mentally, not to mention physically, have to prepare myself. Whereas with a podcast, I'm really okay with not being seen. I'm just using my voice. But given everything that's been going on over the past few months and not knowing where my family was even going to live to moving 900 miles away, I thought for a second that perhaps I forgot that I committed to this. When I emailed the assistant back, questioning if I am the correct person, while also stating that I just moved and life is a little chaotic, she replied with, I am 100% sure that you are the correct Lauren. In that moment, her 100% certainty felt like it was truth. In fact, Bible. I was wavering back and forth, questioning myself. My intuition said no, but my mind said, well, maybe. My gut kept telling me that something wasn't right, even though my brain kept making up scenarios of what could have happened. I began to look for the client's name in all 4 of my email accounts, my 2 Instagram accounts, my 2 Twitter accounts, my personal Facebook, and my 2 business Facebook accounts, and I couldn't find a conversation with her anywhere. I then looked up her Instagram account, and I clicked on who she was following. I typed in Lauren, and boom, there was Lauren Smith. Yes, Smith, like Smith without the H. Oddly enough, Lauren Smith and I are aligned in what we do professionally. I, of course, pointed this out to the assistant who apologized for the confusion and was thankful that we got it sorted. This scenario likely wouldn't have even come to mind again, except for right after it happened, I began to wonder what was going on in my brain to take something that I subconsciously knew wasn't true to consciously try and make sense of it. What I learned is that a memory trace is stored chemically within the body. So memories are stored with the formation of particular proteins within the brain, and each time a memory is recalled, the proteins can be reformed or modified. This is what can create quote-unquote false memories and kind of trick our mind into thinking something happened or that we experienced something. So, how certain is 100% certain? How often do we hear of the wrong person accused of a crime simply because of another person's 100% certainty from picking that person out from a suspect lineup? Or how often have we heard throughout this pandemic the certainty of experts just for new information to disprove their original certainty? I guess my real wonder is, how can we truly gauge or measure certainty? I'm unsure I really have the answer to that, but perhaps it's something for you to ponder on this weekend. As for me, I'm going to be more mindful in the way that I use certainty, especially if I'm backing it 100%. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend and be sure to leave the podcast a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts or wherever it is that you tune in and turn it up. I'll see you back here next week, but until then, remember, every level of life is an opportunity to grow. Be well, my friend.